for a minute.
Yeah, I kind of had to knock it down a peg for you.
I'm not going to get any better, but the young people of today probably can. I've been told they're smart. I don't really like to talk to them. But Paul, you seem pretty in tune with the younger generation. Are they up to this challenge?
I think a quarter of them are. I think 3/4 of them don't know how to talk to people.
Would you? You're a little bit younger, so I want to see. Would you agree or disagree that this is because they did not watch Degrassi as young people?
I actually went to school with a guy that played in Degrassi, and
No, we're talking about the original Degrassi.
So am I.
No, either or. I don't care. They're both fantastic.
The one with Trey.
No, the original. Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck me, man.
We're talking one that started it all.
We've converted it.
But
It's like when you go the original Star Wars and some little shit goes, "You mean the Phantom Menace?" No, that's backwards, dick.
That's backwards.
You're wrong.
You got that so wrong.
Figure out your life.
The first Star Wars is always a New Hope.
And they all suck, so screw you guys. Just Star Wars kids, you're not going to win this fight. There's men and women and all the beautiful genders in between, and then those Star Wars guys who are all alone.
They got the Trekkies to fight with.
Right? Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah, those don't even get. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All you confused young people, go beat up a Trekkie if you really got to get it out of your system. We'll forgive that.
Those are the incidences that don't. Those are the incidents that don't end you up in court for assault.
Yeah.
It's just allowed.
And I'm still waiting for the one kid who invents dilithium crystal meth. I think that'll be brilliant.
Oh, he'll be a millionaire for a short period of time.
So the kids are we just got from a guy whose opinion I think I trust even more than my own. 3/4 of you are doomed. That's not good for the future. What do we do for kids? How do we educate them? Do we just scrap the whole system and start again? Because it's not working.
No, the system doesn't work at all. It's completely flawed too, because the system is put in place for society to move in a very specific direction. The problem is we've taken a very, very sharp left turn.
Yeah,
we did this completely. Nobody saw that the issue was going to be gender. Nobody ever thought this was going to be anything, and then all of a sudden now it's not the way society is designed to go. We've taken a left turn, and now we can't go back.
And I think the big problem is there's no one to blame, which is where a certain segment of the population gets confused. It's nobody's fault because it's not necessarily.
Yes, it is. It is one person. It is one specific person's fault. It's actually the media's fault.
Sarah McLachlan. I keep trying to give Sarah McLachlan a break, but we all know whose fault it really is.
It's fucking Sarah McLachlan.
But honestly, the one thing that I think that would actually could start to at least have some sort of effect.
That's what I'm looking for.
Is to have a program set out in the school to teach people not how to be a man or not how to be a woman, but how to be a decent human being, how to have the basic skills to get through life.
Yeah, but when we're living in a society that's so far gone when it comes to what's considered morally and ethic, who are we going to put in charge to make this fucking system? Yeah, it's a great idea in theory, but who the fuck can actually pull it off?
I think we need to really convince people that you cannot rely on Mark Burnett money. We're now in a culture where you're raised to be we're having Disney kids on purpose. That's not healthy. You can't plan to be on a reality show. I think.
But you can. That's the problem.
But you shouldn't.
No, of course you shouldn't. But this is why I say, with the way society is, the only way for there to be a fucking change is to have 2/3 of the planet being wiped off the fucking face of the earth.
Well, unfortunately, it was really easy for people our age to grow up knowing that a fucking reality star would never be president.
No.
And
No.
now that's
But
we've lost on that fight now. The world's getting retarded, and I don't mean to insult retards when I say that.
no, but think of it this way though. Ronald Reagan, what was he before he was president? He was an actor.
Yes, he was.
So I mean, he might have opened the door, but he wasn't an asshole.
He was a well. You can thank trickle down economics on him not being an asshole, and Nancy Reagan's war on drugs. Way to go, Nance.
Well, yeah, I mean that was very dumb.
Just say no to logic and basic understanding of addiction.
Yeah, but at the time it made perfect sense for a government to do something like that.
Well, that's because everyone was on coke.
Yeah,
But
they
like,
didn't understand the business aspect of it.
And good coke. I miss it.
I have to a lot of times it's weird. But I never.
It's a weird drug. I have to admit, I have a very weird reaction to that stuff.
But like,
I get it.
I think it goes onto the parents on how they're raising.
I couldn't agree more.
I essentially think that they need to be not raising kids with, oh, you have a boy, so here's all the blue things, or here's all the pink things. I think they need to be raising them at a young age to be good human beings. It doesn't matter about gender. Fuck it, who cares? Like we're gonna have to leave some things behind. But at least I would feel a lot better if I was at least surrounded by a bunch of people.
You see, this is interesting to me because there's my favorite author that I love to read.
Dr.
Is
Seuss.
a guy named Robert Cook. Very big fan of this guy named Robert Cook. He writes a bunch of medical sort of thrillers. They're just fascinating. But he wrote one particular block, and it was fascinating because these guys were like deep water drilling, and they break into this crevice in the earth, and they get sucked into this sort of pipe, and they end up in this literal other world that of deep civilization of humans that live in like basically underground, but like very, very, very far down underground, miles underground. People? Well, yeah, but actual people. And it's what it was is it was the original civilization of humans, and when they fucked up the planet with pollution and everything else, they abandoned and they ended up building and living. A core group of them live in this community underground, and their whole thing is that it's the same people because when they die, they get transferred their minds and their essence into a child's body, so you actually live forever.
Like a new child that lives underground?
Yeah, but the children everybody's created. There's a lab factory that makes, so this civilization, this is how far they've advanced. They've advanced so that you still have male and female, but only in the sense that one has a penis, one has a vagina. It's open love.
But why do they need a vagina if they're not?
It's still both.
You know, that's almost in tune with my favorite literary genius, Mr. Hugh Hefner, who also taught me that women can be created.
he
Not
wasn't
the same?
well known for his wording.
But he did spend a tremendous amount of money creating perfect women.
That's very true.
Similar, right? No? Am I off on this?
No, you're right. It's true. The perfect woman. He definitely had a style.
His daughter runs the company now. That's saying something for them. Way to go, Hefners. So sorry. Yeah. So carry on.
You still there?
Am I still here? Yes. Keep going, guys. I'm here. How have you lost me?
Somewhere's the one, right?
I can still hear you guys. Yes. How are you not hearing me? How are you? Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you are. Holy fuck.
Okay, that's weird because I could hear you guys perfectly clearly. And now, are you guys having problems on your end?
Is that what happened? That thing shut off? I couldn't even hear the phone. This was on the whole time. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened.
All right. Good, because I was just sounding like an idiot anyway, so...
I just said, like, where the fuck did Eric go?
I don't get it. But we're good. We're back. Everything's fine.
I think that this entire segment has maxed itself in a different form, and I think it's actually a good thing. Like, I think that we realize that, you know what, to be a man, I don't know what that is.
And I couldn't agree more. I think none of us do really know, and there's always going to be the antiquated jackasses like me, the Charlie Sheen character, getting it wrong and loving it. But I don't know.
As long as you're happy at the end of the day.
Well, see, now that's an extreme. I'm going to try to... Can you guys still hear me like this? Because I hear you a lot better this way.
You're fading in and out.
I'm fading. Of course I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will go this route, but I can't hear you guys quite as well, so I'm going to have to ask you to speak up a little bit.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to go too far with the "if it feels good, do it" message, because that opens the door to a lot of freaks.
Well, of course, because it all becomes about...
That echo's
What the hell is that in the background?
Nothing. It's better now.
It is much better now.
I don't want the just if it makes you happy, then it's right, because that opens the door to NAMBLA.
Yeah, exactly.
But that also goes back to being taught the proper things and then taking that and making it essentially your own identity.
And how, see, that's where confusion comes in, because what's proper? What's proper to Winston Blackmore is not proper to us.
No.
And
that's very true. But like, and that's where I'm saying that, like, to be a man is different to everything. Like,
yeah, but you can't have it just run a fucking muck all over the place.
No, and I'm not saying that's because that's why I'm saying that. Like, I think that everybody should be not like. I think that it's the responsibility of the parents to teach their children how to go out in society and be not just a proper man or a proper woman, but be a proper human being, be a decent human being, and then essentially take it from there. Like,
you're talking the entire. It's not that simple.
It's not that simple. And
because you're talking all forms of advertising change, all forms of clothing change. Every single thing on the planet is designed for two sexes. That's it. That's the way the planet's been designed. And literally, you're going to be changing that because.
But there's enough things out there that you can essentially make your own. Like, what I wear, it doesn't essentially correlate to what you're wearing.